The rest are all seniors. Well, the opening kickoff is a squibber. It hits and takes a funny bounce and is finally picked up deep by Nelson. Nelson now fighting his way back up the middle is going to be stopped inside the 20-yard line. So Whitko does a good job of at left tackle, Justin Arnold at the right tackle, and of course Hoke, who started there last week, had the misfortune of breaking an ankle or foot or something in a volleyball game at noon hour, and he's out for 4 or 5 weeks. So how to replace him? On the first down, the pitch is back to Nelson. Nelson finds a big hole around the right corner. Down the right sideline he comes and finally knocked out of bounds in front of the Whitko bench at about the 33. Back to the outside. He has great speed and maybe not try to just outrun everything. And he said, yes, that was one thing that they had been working on, and he did it there, and it turned into a big gain.
17-yard gain.
And a 1st and 10. The handoff is to the fullback Anglin. He goes over left tackle and bounces to the outside and then is hit and spun around and driven back, but not before he got out to around the 37-yard line. But keeping you informed about what's going on here. No score in the ball game. We're just underway. Eagles with 1 first down, and now they have a 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line of Columbia City. A long pass this time from Eckert to his wide receiver tackle for 3 yards, then the long pass, and now we're looking at 3rd down and 7 for Columbia City. It's the I set in the backfield, a slot left formation for the Eagles. Slot man is wide, out of the running picture. Back goes Eckert to pass. Screen pass, left flat. Caught by Anglin. Anglin now up the left sideline, finding his way out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That should be a first play on the stop for the Wildcats. Eagles now with their 2nd first down, having 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. I set in the backfield, double wide out, right and left. Dicker off in motion now, back toward the formation. The pitch is back to Nelson. Nelson wants to go outside, now cuts it up inside, and is knocked down after a maybe no gain at all. No score, as we said. 10:15 to go in quarter number 1. This is the only possession thus far. The Wildcats kicked off to the Eagles. They started at their own 17-yard line, and they've moved now out to the 45-yard line where they have it 2nd down and 11. The handoff on a counter play is to Nelson. Nelson finds a little hole up the middle, stumbles, staggers, and falls forward across the 9-yard line. Double wide out, right and left for the Eagles. Dicker off and Culp. I set in the backfield. The handoff is to the fullback Anglin, and he's hit immediately. Good defensive play that time for the Wildcats. Good snap. Buchanan's kick is a high driving kick and a fair catch signaled and made. Not much of a signal, but made at the 10-yard line. So a good...
That was a good, clear, long signal. And the signal for the fair catch was kind of funny. It was like he's brushing a fly away from his face.
Indeed.
We understood, though.
Wapu on first down gives to the 2nd man through Watterson. Watterson finds running room, breaks to the outside, up the right sideline he comes. He's got 1 man to beat. Culp's going to force him out of bounds across the way, but it's a big, little bit gimpy coming off the field. Hopefully he'll be all right. He's off on his own power, and he'll kind of shake that one off in a minute, I'm sure. Wapu again under center. This time he gives to his fullback, and he blasts over the left side. Same hole, finds a big running room over that left guard. Play from the bench, and he'll line up now at the split end. Wildcats will line up this time in an I formation with a wing left and a split end right. Wapool under center, takes a snap, gives to his fullback Robbins. Robbins finds running room right, straight up the middle he goes, and all the way up close to the 50-yard line for an easy first downs in the I formation. They line up now in a power I. 3 running backs. The give again is to the first man through. This time the ball carrier is Jeremy Coble. And Coble picks up yardage, Wildcats. Again, they come with a split end left. Lukens, a power I, 3 running back in the backfield. The give again is to the 2nd man through. This time it's Watterson. Watterson off the fake to the fullback, and then the give. And Watterson picks up good yardage inside 3 I back and bring Robbins over to the left wing and set up an I in the backfield and a split end left. The give is to the fullback, and boy, Bowes just blasted. He got good blocking from Robbins and from that interior. So it's 1st and 10, the ball just short of the 35-yard line of Columbia City. No score with 6:11 to go in the first quarter. Whitko with the ball. Fake and give is to the fullback, and he's hit immediately and driven back. That's going to be no gain, maybe lost a half a yard, but we'll call it no gain and sets up a 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. That's the first time actually lost a yard on that play, and it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Wildcats. They go with a slot right formation, and I set in the backfield. The pitch is out to Watterson. Watterson with an attempted sweep around around the right corner, dances and jitterbugs, cuts inside, finds running room all the way up the right sideline. He goes all the way down close to the 20-yard of edge, Bill. Wildcats started at their own 10 and looked like the Eagles might be in pretty good shape, and all of a sudden, with huge runs, and they've just moved the ball pretty much at ease all the way to the Columbia City 22-yard line. Wapool under center, I set in the backfield. The handoff is to the I-back, Watterson. Watterson off left tackle is hit and dropped as he crosses the 15 and down maybe to the 14-yard line for a pickup. Lukens will go wide left now. Robbins will set in the slot left, and the backfield will be an I formation. Wapool under center, gives to his fullback. Fakes, bows, and then throws a quick pass out in the flat to Lukens, and Lukens is into the end zone for a touchdown. Good game. Low snap, and now they'll have to run with it. Back goes the holder, trying to find some running room. Now throws the ball, loops it up in the air, and it's no good. He caught it out of bounds. He gets it and now approaches the ball. The kick is underway. It's a nice high and over-end kick. Going to be fielded by Culp. Culp from the 10. Back up the middle, finds running room, breaks into the clear, has tripped up and knocked down on a shoestring tackle at the 40-yard line by, I believe that was Swender, was the yard line. They trail 6-0. I don't know what it is. You know, last week the Eagles started really, really slow, looked really bad early, and came back out the second half and played pretty good football.
They did.
They can't afford to do that on a regular basis. They got to be ready to go. The handoff is Nelson, the second man through, and he's hit in the backfield. Goes to split in. I believe that's Lolovich. The handoff is fake to Nelson, and now Eckert keeps it. He finds running room down the left sideline. He goes. He's got one man to beat. Not enough speed. Got caught from behind, but dropped at the 20-yard line. So Eckert made a good fake to Nelson, but as a team. Second and 14, and the line of scrimmage now suddenly goes all the way back to the 37-yard line of Columbia City. Under center is Eckert. The fake is to the fullback, and Eckert tries to keep on the option and is hit and dropped in the backfield and made the hit on Eckert. It's an I formation in the backfield. Wide receiver Culp left and Dickeroff right. Back goes Eckert to throw. Screen pass, left flat, intended for Culp. Through his hands and incomplete. He does this time. He needs a good snap. He gets one bounce and fields it and gets his kick away. It's a nice spiraling kick that drives Robbins back to the 30. He tries to run, but is hit immediately and dropped by Culp on an excellent coverage. Wing, Lukens, the flanker, split in left. I set in the backfield. Wapool with the snap, rolls to throw. Left-hander gets it upfield. Look, he's got a receiver wide open. It's Lukens, and he falls as he catches the ball.
Passing.
And we're still in the first quarter. Power I set in the backfield, split the left end, Swender. The handoff is to the fullback, and Bowes finds running room over the left side. Is finally tripped up. He lost the ball as he went down. I don't know if they're going to rule fumble or not. I don't think so. It looks like Whitko maintains. Again, under center comes Wapool. The senior fakes his fullback, gives to the second man through Watterson. Watterson finds a little running room over that right side. I set in the backfield. The handoff on the counter play is to Robbins, and Robbins gets tripped up by his own man. So the would-be blocker got Wildcats line up in a wing right. I set in the backfield. The handoff is fake to the fullback, kept by Wapool. Wapool following his tailback's block around off the right tackle, actually. Got inside the in the backfield. The fake and is to the fullback and give to the fullback this time over the right side, and he got short yardage, maybe a yard. And that's going to set up a full. Those two seem to kind of alternate in there at in that running back position. So it's going to be I set in the backfield, split the right end, and Robbins the wing on the left, and Wapool to throw. Looking for Robbins, and a beautiful throw and pass. Very well. Goal to go at the Columbia City 6-yard line. They elect to line up in that power I, 3 running backs, an I set with an off back to the right, and the handoff is to the fullback, and Bowes blast right straight up the middle and into the end zone, 7-6. Split right end, wing left. Wapool rolls left to throw, throws out in the left flat, and it's no good.
244-6179 or stop by their Gateway Park location just off Highway 30 in Columbia City. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance at 244-69-6179. Don?
Yeah, on the ensuing kickoff, well, the Eagles are out of the huddle. They trail 12-0. They have the ball first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. They line up in an I set in the backfield, double wide out, right and left. The handoff is to the fullback, Anglin, and Anglin tries the right side. Well, the days are getting shorter, Bill. We're just 7:30 and pretty near dark.
Yes, right.
Eagles come with two wide outs to the left side. Dickeroff and goes in motion out back toward the line of scrimmage. The pitch is back to Nelson. Nelson cuts up inside, then back to the outside. He's got some speed. Oh, he almost outrun the man, but a good tackle. Did a good job of getting a hold of his ankles and tripping him up. 10:30 remaining in the second quarter. 12-0 Whitko. Columbia City with the ball. 3rd down and 6 at their own 30-yard line. The handoff is to the second man through. That's Nelson. He comes straight ahead up the middle. I think I'm correct with that. Buchanan gets another low snap, but he gets his kick away, and fair catch is called for and made at the 39-yard line of Whitko. And we'll see what the signal. What? Arms extended above the head.
Okay.
You can't just kind of hold it up around your shoulder and kind of like you're waving to grandma. You have to get your arm up there and make a definite signal. It's not fair to the guy who's coming down to cover if you don't really let him know that you're fair catching. So it's an I set, double wide out. Handoff is to Nelson. Again, Nelson tries to run the middle and is hit immediately. Falls forward to the 30, goes wide right. I set in the backfield. Eckert under center. Gives to Nelson on a kind of a delayed play. I think that was Pop Rance, and it's 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. Big down. Eckert rolls to throw. Gets hit. It's going to be sacked and dropped all the way back in front where the last time before the penalty in the first down. Buchanan gets a good kick. It's fielded. Culp misses the tackle. Nelson misses the tackle, and he's finally knocked out of bounds by one of the big linemen down in front of the Whitko bit.
38, 36, 27, and 34.
Wing left formation, slot left formation, split the left end. I set in the backfield. Wapu with the fullback handoff, and he cuts it back up the middle over that left side and inside the I set in the backfield, slot left formation. Wapu under center. Fakes his fullback, gives to Watterson, the second man through. Huge hole over the left side. Watterson breaks upfield and all the way inside the 25 and down to, for the Wildcats. I set in the backfield. The give is to the fullback, Bowes, and Bowes goes straight ahead. This time he's hit almost immediately. 26 remaining in quarter number 1. It is the power I set, and here comes the counter play with Robbins. Line, 3rd down and 8. I set in the backfield, wing left. Wapu to throw, left flat, got a receiver. Short gain at best. It was France who are not at all opposed to running some kind of just basic stuff because they're so deceptive that they can really give you trouble. Wapu under center, slot right formation, fake it to fullback. The pitch is back to Watterson. Watterson with a sweep around the right corner, now stops and cuts up inside and is knocked down at the 10-yard line. And that, boy, that would be very difficult. It'd be about a half a yard to go. Power I set in the backfield, 3 running backs. An I with an offset. And the handoff is to the fullback, Booz. He runs the power with the right tackle inside the 10 and down. Wildcats this time line up in a slot left formation with a wide split end and a tight slot and the fake and give us to the fullback, Coble. Coble over the left side finds running room down to, 3-yard line. 3-yard line, excuse me. I set in the backfield, slot left formation. Wapu with the handoff to Bowes. Bowes over the left tackle and down close to the goal line, and now we get a signal of it. And they'll line up in a wing left, split the right end. And Wapu got fake to the fullback, and this time the Eagles, Salig did penalty.
I see.
Yeah.
I wasn't totally aware of what was going on.
All right, the kickoff.
Neither were you, huh?
Shepard, no, that's true. Back up the middle comes Culp. Culp across the 20 to 25 and out close to the 20. Not giving those big seams up, which is what you try to do defensively is to seal off the field. Culp wide left. Dickeroff wide right. Now Dickeroff in motion back toward the line of scrimmage. The pitch is back to Nelson. Nelson wants to sweep the right corner, runs into all kinds of traffic out there, and it's going to be dropped. As a team has been about as lethargic as Whitko has been consistent. They have just been a machine. Back goes Eckert to throw. Feels a little pressure. Rolls left. Now he decides to run the ball, and he's going to be hit and knocked down at the 26-yard line.
Week home with Homestead. And then after the DeKalb game, 3 more home games in a row. Don?
Mullins was the young man who was shaken up, and he's being assisted, but putting a little more weight on that foot as he goes, so hopefully he'll be all right. Eckert to throw. Throws! He's got a receiver. The defensive man was looking so much that Cannon will kick it away. Good snap. A lot of pressure. Blocked! And the ball rolling toward the goal line, and Buchanan just simply kicks it out of the end zone. That will get, it's like a kickoff with a punt. And here's his punt, and it's a nice high punt that carries inside the 40 and is fumbled and picked up there, and back he comes up the middle, finds running room, and then is tackled and knocked down at the Columbia City 45-yard line. I set in the backfield, slot left formation, split the left end. Walpole fakes his fullback, pitches to Watterson. Watterson with lots of running room around the left corner, all the way down to the 30-yard line and maybe inside the 30 to the 29. Still, there was absolutely nobody out there. Formation.
That was a 16-yard gain.
The fake is to the fullback. The give is to Watterson, and Watterson drives down to the 25-yard line where it will be second down now and then, but predominantly just keeping it on the ground and pounding it home. It's a slot left formation. The fake is to the fullback, and now Walpole wants to throw and does throw, and it's in. Boy, if that's caught, that is a great catch. No, incomplete. He was the intended receiver. So well-thrown ball. It was one of those that missed by half a stride. Slot left formation again. Handoff is to Bowles, and Bowles is hit in the backfield this time on a good defensive charge by the Eagles. Cut off with good blocking, which is kind of hard to see without a film. The pitch is back to Watterson. Watterson scoops and dips and shoots outside and all the way down to the 15-yard line and maybe the 16. 2 on the clock runs in the first half. Whitko with a 20-0 lead. They have the ball first and 10 at the 16-yard line of Columbia City. Slot right formation. The give is to the first man. The ball comes loose, fumbled, and I think maybe indeed Columbia City recovered it. So that was a big break for the Eagles as the Wildcats were knocking on the door once more. But on that, fullback on the exchange. Yeah, right. Okay. We have our own little discussion here every once in a while, just trying to figure out what's going on. Here comes Eckert and the Eagles. Wide slot left, Eckert to throw the screen pass off the hands of his would-be receiver. That will second down and 10. I set in the backfield. Split the left end. Back, handoff now on a draw to Nelson. Nelson finds running room, heading for the left sideline. Makes a move, cuts back upfield. Is going to be knocked out of bounds, but not before he got all the way out. Wide left comes Culp. In the slot left is Dickeroff. I set in the backfield. Tight end is right. Eckert to throw. Short drop. Up the left sideline. Intended for Culp, but intercepted. The young man who banged up his shoulder might be Robbins. Walpole to throw. Deep. Up the left sideline. Overthrows everybody. Walpole gives to Watterson. Watterson breaks a tackle, breaks back to the outside. Up the right sideline he goes. Knocked out of bounds finally, but not before he gets into club. I set in the backfield, a wing right, and a split to left end. Walpole under center. He drops to throw. He looks. He's got lots and lots of time. He throws up the right sidelines. He's looking for number 21. Jeremy inside wouldn't let you go. You just felt like you were pulling a log or something. And as a coach, I've been in the same position. So you just, we'll see. They just need to get on track. Once they find out they can do it, they will. And they haven't realized that just yet. At least this ball club hasn't. So we're ready to go.
The new half. We'll see what happens.
It's a new half and a new life, we hope. Buchanan will kick off. And his kick Carries deep this time, down to about the 10-yard line, fielded there, and boy, a good coverage and a fumble, and the Eagles pick it up, and they're going to run it into the end zone, maybe. I don't think you can advance that, can you? I guess maybe you can advance that forward. He's going to be tackled. It looked to me like the young man who ended up S-A-L-L-E-E. Or Sally? I'm not sure. I may be mispronouncing that. There's a flag on first down as the handoff goes to Nelson. Nelson, power legal procedure against the Eagles. Big keys to success, I'm sure. Well, the Eagles out of the huddle. Well, we look at the 7-yard line rather than the 8. Slot right formation. Double tight end. Pitches to Nelson. Nelson with the sweep around the right corner now, cuts it upfield and is dropped. The ball carrier coughed up the ball. Sally picked it up and ran it down to the 3-yard line, and then the Eagles got a 5-yard penalty, and they're now looking at a 2nd down and 6 from the 6-yard line. They need to get this in the end zone. The handoff again is to Nelson. Nelson tries to run the power play right, and he got nothing. Maybe a yard at the very end, or maybe just fake it to Nelson and keep it. He could probably walk in.
Probably could.
We'll see. Well, they're going to run with a power eye, or single eye, back in the backfield. The handoff, and now the pass is to Anglin in the flat, and Anglin made the catch, managed to spin away from the tackler and fall into the end zone, and the Eagles score.
Well, that wasn't quite the way we plotted, but
Huge crumb to try the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up. Looks good from here. Looks good from down there. 20-7, Columbia City gets a big break on the recovery.
with 7 points. And the Whitko Wildcats have their 20 that they got in the first half. Well, after the fake kick, here we go. Don?
You know, I don't usually drink soda pop very much, but these nice people in the press box bought me a Mountain Dew. You've seen those Mountain Dew commercials?
Yes.
That might be it. I might start drinking that stuff all the time. Buchanan's kick is low, driving kick, carries down to about the 7-yard line. Back comes the return man, finds a big hole, breaks the tackle, falls forward, and then finally fell it down there by the kicker. Kind of enjoy coming down here. It's Mr. Reed and his sidekick are always here.
You betcha.
They've been here forever, and it's good to see them. Whitko now, out of the eye, hands to the fullback. Bowers finds a hole over the left side, cuts it back up the middle, and flights his way across his team in a slot left formation. The fake is to the fullback. The give is to Watterson, and this time the Eagles are ready for that second man through, and they said earlier it was Wes Smith who did the honors for the Eagles. Defensive lineman trying to tighten the belt a little bit. Power eye set in the backfield. Walpool under center. Eagles showing the blitz. Fake is to the fullback, and give is to the fullback, and he charges forward across the, out of the huddle they come. 3 running backs in the backfield. Eye set with the offset back to the left, and the handoff is fake to the fullback. Give to Watterson. He's stuck at the line of scrimmage and falls forward. I don't think he made it. Boy, good defense that time by the Eagles. I tell you, that was about as good a defense as they were bad most of the first half. That was excellent team defense. He maybe got a half a yard. He's on this drive. They can make it look pretty interesting in a hurry, can't they, Bill?
Yes, they can, especially if they get an extra point or go for 2.
You betcha. With Buchanan's leg, I'm sure they would kick it. It's a wide slot right. Eckert drops the throw. Fakes, now throws deep up the right sideline. There's nobody there. He's looking for a chance of going up after it, and the defense the least opportunity to intercept. Eye set, wide slot to the right. Eckert under center now. Takes a snap, takes his fullback, flags fly, keeps the ball. Snap, he gave it to his fullback. I misread that one, but we do have a foot and picked up pretty good yardage down close to the 30 with to pick up the 5 yards. Culp and Dickeroff come wide left. Eye set in the backfield. Now Anglin in motion to his left. The fake on the counter play is to Nelson. Nelson finds running room up the rim, and boy, does he hit hard and drives forward and down close to the 20-yard line over there. Vanderwally made the stop, but a good offensive play by the line and the running back that time. Double wide out, right and left. High set in the backfield. Movement, flag, and unless it is against right on cue. Double wide out for the Eagles. Eckert under center, eye set in the backfield. Give is to Anglin. Anglin the fullback on the veer off the right side. Picked up another 5 yards, or very near. He's close to the first down. Shades of East Noble. Well, you just got to find out you can do it and get it done. Wide slot right for the Eagles. I set in the backfield. Now England in motion. And to give on the counter this time to Nelson over the left side. He's out around the left corner. He's got 1 man to beat. He makes a move. He's down the left sideline into the end zone. Touchdown Nelson. 20 yards and a touchdown for Nelson on the counter play. And with 6:45 to go in, that was a nice offensive pass. So Buchanan will attempt the extra point, and this is critical. Good snap. Kick up. And it's good. So the score suddenly is 20-14.
From across the state. We'll know that you'll enjoy that and hope you'll make that a regular part of your Friday night listening.
Yeah, one of our underwriters built a Pizza Hut. Just, here's the onside kick, and I think Whitko recovered it. Whoa! Boy, that all stops. Oh, but that will give Whitko good field pursuit half. It's a slot right formation. Wapu takes the fullback, pitches out to Watterson. Watterson has running room. Down the right sideline he comes. He's going to be hit by Dickeroff, and the face mask is going to be called. 13. So it's a slot left formation. Split the left end. The slot man is tight for the Wildcats. The handoff is to the fullback, and he finds a little running room over the left side. The ball, they say, comes loose. Wow, the Eagles say they have it. 20-14 is our score. Whitko with the lead and the ball at the Columbia City 20-yard line. Wapu under center. Now a lot of movement. That's going to cost the Wildcats 5 yards. Somebody forgot 3 more to it. Under center comes Wapu. The pitch is to Watterson. Watterson wants to sweep left. He's being chased. He's going to be hit and knocked down on some good pursuit there by Nelson. And 25-yard line make it the 24 of Columbia City. One would expect a pass here, but I wouldn't bet on it. Wapu under center. Takes, now rolls to throw, and stops, gets pressure, throws up the middle, and it's intercepted. Intercepted back there by Culp. Culp on the return is tripped up with a shoestring tackle at the 30-yard line. He falls forward to the 35, 36, maybe 37-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. He was rolling all over the ground, defensive ends, but they did get pressure on him. They threw the ball under the gun and underthrew it just a little bit, and that left Culp intercepted. It's 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line for Columbia City. It's a double wideout. I set in the backfield. The handoff is to the fullback, Anglin. Anglin is hit immediately. During the second half, they scored 14 points already in the third quarter. They trailed 20-0 at halftime. They now have the football for their third offensive threat. Eckert to throw. Quick pass in the flat. Dickeroff catches, breaks a tackle down the right sideline. First down inside the 45-yard, ahead of the 45-yard line and out to about the 47. Dickeroff with a little square out pass. With 4 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Culp, wide left. Dickeroff, wide right. I set in the backfield. Eckert under center. Now in motion is Anglin. Counter play. Nelson looking for running room. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Still on his feet. Still driving. All the way across the 45 and inside the 45 and down close to the 40. They found some plays that will work, and they keep running them. Vintage, tricky football. Double wideout. I set in the backfield. Handoff is given to Nelson, and Nelson on that board. They just can't run that straight ahead. Sprunger, excuse me. So it's 2nd down and 13 for the Eagles. The line of scrimmage is now close to the 45-yard line of Whitko. It is a wide slot right. Eckert to throw. Quick slant pass, and that's intercepted. In 10 for the Wildcats, their own 30-yard line. Slot right formation, split the right end. On the reverse handoff, it is to Watterson. Watterson now reverses his field and finds running room. He's still on his feet, still running, and finally caught as he gets out close to the 50-yard line, make it the 49. Watterson, it is a wing left formation, double tie, or split the left end. The handoff is to the fullback, and he tries that left side. I'm not sure who the fullback is just now, Bill. We'll have to pick that up here. Again, they bring the tight end to the right side, split the left end, and it is a power I set in the backfield. The handoff is to the tailback, and that would be and the Wildcats from Whitko lead the Columbia City Eagles by a score of 20-14. It is a handoff to the fullback. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and struggles forward from maybe a yard, so he's going to be short of the first down. That will set up a fourth down. Who waits the snap? He gets a good snap. He gets pressure, but he got the ball away. And the ball is going to hit at the 18-yard line and roll and roll and roll and be down at about the 3-yard line.
Tuned to W. I don't know. My grandfather got one in 1917, but there were cars before that, of course.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. First and 10 for the Eagles from their own 3-yard line. The handoff on first down is to Kyle Nelson, and Nelson makes his way out across the 5 and out maybe to the 6 or 7. It's going to be try to break a big one if you're an Eagle fan. And if you're Whitko, of course, you'd like to keep it right there and force him to punt and get good field position. In motion, across the formation comes Dickeroff. First time we've seen that. The handoff is to Nelson. Nelson on the counterplay now breaks back out to the outside and fights his way. A good effort on the part of Kyle Nelson. Up 5, and that puts us at the 8, now it's the 20, so your 14-yard pickup. There we go. All right. Boy, we're good in math, aren't we?
Yeah. Modern math.
Modern math, yes. Double wide out, high set in the backfield. The handoff is to Nelson. The flag flies out of the hip linesman. Nelson struggling, picks up yardage. Tough procedure call against the Eagles, so that will set up a first down and 15 for Columbia City. Obviously move the ball back down to about the 17-yard line of Columbia City. Eagles trail 20-14, 10:32 remaining in quarter number 4, and the Eagles have the ball. First and 15. Here comes the pass out in the flat, intended for the field enough to really get that set up. And we'll see here in a minute what all that is about. In motion is Anglin. Back to throw is the quarterback Eckert. He hits Anglin on a little screen pass out on the left flat, and Anglin then finds his way across the... And they're out of the huddle, and here they come with 9:45 remaining in the ball game. 20-14 Whitko. Eagles with the ball, third down and 7 at their own 20-yard line. The fake is and give is to the fullback. Pretty much a straight-ahead pop. And Buchanan will kick it away. He gets a good snap. He gets his kick away. And fair catch called for and made at the 40-yard line, which established a first and goal to go from the 3, from which they did eventually score. And then they had a good drive that got him in the end zone, and now Whitko is back. The fake and now the pass, and wide open was the receiver Lukens, but I hope he would be all right. He's a good young football player. The option pitch is back to Watterson. Watterson breaks one tackle and struggles forward and out to the 45-yard line. It's a double wide out with a wing on the right, split in left. Back goes Walpole to throw. Screen pass. Intercepted! Down the right sideline goes Rosenberger with the touchdown for Columbia City. What a play. Rosenberger read that one perfectly. Oh. Good snap. Spots down. Kick is up. Eagles say it's good. The officials say it's good. And the Eagles...
The Buchanan kick was good. The Eagles lead it by 1, 21-20. Don?
Yeah. How about that? First touchdown I ever scored in football was on an intercepted flat pass. 49 yards. I'll never forget that. Here we go. Eagles now with a 21-20 lead and 8:08 to go in the ball game, and they'll kick it off once more. Buchanan's kick. Here's the squibbler. It's a low driving kick that hits and gets by the receiver and rolls all the way down to the 2-yard line. Picked up there. Back comes the ball carrier. He's hit at the 10, 12-yard line, falls forward to maybe the 15-yard line, and that's where Whitko will start. That was a while ago.
You were wound pretty tight there at halftime.
I got kind of wound up there. All right, here we go. It is Whitko with the ball. The handoff is the middle on the trap play is to the fullback, and Bowles finds a big hole in the line. Walpole now steps in under center. It is a wing left, split the right end, and I set in the formation. Movement, flags fly. Walpole again gives on the counterplay to his halfback, but I think that's going to be a fight. Get the other part of it. All part of the game. Here we go. First and 15 for the Wildcats. The line of scrimmage now on the 20-yard line of Whitko. The fake is to the fullback. The pitch is to the outside man, and good defense this time as Watterson is coming up. Man, is he shifty. Jake Rosenberg set a wing on the left corner. And I set in the backfield. The handoff is to the fullback. Straight ahead he comes. He's hit almost immediately by a whole bunch of folks. Falls forward for a couple of yards. And it's going to be third down at their own 26-yard line. Wapool under center. Wing right. Split the left end. Wapool to throw. Screen pass. Left pass. Lots of pressure intended for Watterson. And in formation once more goes Kevin Feldman. Feldman gets a good snap, gets his kick high, almost blocked. It goes almost straight up in the air. It's going to hit. He gets a little bit of a roll, 3 or 4 yards, but that punt is going to roll dead at the Whitko 40-yard line. How much, Bill? That was a short kick.
Yeah, 16.
So 16 yards. Eagles with a wide slot left, I set in the backfield. Eckert to throw. Deep pass. Up the left sideline. Throwing short and almost to 5:44 to go. 21-20 is our score. Wide slot again to the wide side of the field. That's the left side. I set in the backfield. Eckert with a long count. Gives to Nelson. Nelson finds running room. Up the left sideline. Shifty. Outside. Down the left sideline. Oh, just barely tripped up at the 15-yard. Bad play? I don't know. Get the films and study it. That's what you have to do. 5:36 to go. The out of bounds stops the clock. The Eagles have a first down inside the 20 to 18-yard line, 19-yard line. Wide slot left. Handoff is to the fullback. Angling over that left side. Finds his way inside the 10 and down close to the 7-yard line. The second down and 4 with the line of scrimmage very near the 7-yard line. Shadow of the goalpost. Wide slot left. Handoff to Nelson. Nelson in a lot of traffic and no place to run and surges forward to maybe the 6-yard line for a pickup of a yard or two.
JHS for Indiana Sports Talk, featuring scores and interviews from across the state. Done?
Here we go. Third down and 3 for the Eagles from the 6-yard line. The handoff is to Nelson. Nelson with the power play over the left side. Down maybe to the 5-yard line. He's a Mountain Dew water, so I better have the Mountain Dew. I need the caffeine to get me fired up here.
Do the do.
We're going to do it from now on. Quarterback sneak, and does he have it? He needed a yard. They're spotting the ball. Looks to me like close to the 3. If so, that will be a first time. And
nobody's leaving their seats.
Nope, they're all still here. First down. Quarterback sneak. He must have been on the 1, not the. They're signaling touchdown. They had about 3 yards right and left. Eckert now under center. Quarterback sneak. Hit immediately. Tries to fall forward. Eagles are signaling touchdown, but the officials are saying no touchdown. The clock running. It's third down and goal from the 6-inch line. Eckert under center once more. This time the handoff is to Nelson. Nelson is hit in the backfield and falls forward into the end zone. He needed 6 inches, and he got about 6.5, and it's a touchdown on now to kick the extra point. Spot is up. Good. So Buchanan's 4 for 4 in the extra point department. And the Eagles now take a 28 that can put in your people, I guess, what you think is best. They certainly don't want to put it up there and give them a big return if you can help it. So they take the onside. So they did onside kick once and it didn't work, did it?
That's right.
So Buchanan approaches, kicks. It is a low driving kick up the sidelines, rolls, and that thing dropped at the 2-yard line, picked up there. Back up comes the return man. He's going to be hit inside the 15-yard line and driven back. They'll spot the ball at the 15-yard line. So Whitko, nonetheless, with 1:39 to go, has the ball first and 10 at their own 15-yard line. It is a slot left formation. Wapool fakes and gives to his nobody, throws the ball, incomplete. Faked his fullback, good fake, tried to the end of the ball game. That's good news. Fumble on the snap. I think Whitko recovered it, but it's going to cost him a down and some time on the clock with 1:32 in the clock. Wildcats line up in a slot right formation. Wapool pitches back to Watterson. Watterson with a sweep around the right corner has a lot of running room, and up the right sideline he goes. Breaks into the clear, and Culp, I believe it's Culp over there with the shoe. Is that Culp? I tell you what, 3 wide receivers to the left side of the field. That's the wide side. That goes Wapool to throw. Looks, throws out in the flat. Got a receiver out there. It's Watterson. He catches the ball and is hit immediately and stopped and out of bounds and stopped that clock. And run out of timeouts pretty quick. I set in the backfield. Wapool to throw. Looks up the middle of the field. He goes to the ball intended for Lucas, and Lucas catches the ball, and he's in the end zone. Set for Will the Huddle. It is a wing left, split end right. Wapool. Rears right. Gets pressure. Throws the ball up. And it is, I don't know, intercepted. Here it comes. Onside kick. And who's got it? Flag. Didn't go the 10 yards. Whitko has one timeout left at the most because they used 2 in that last series. So Eckert now under center, and he just takes one knee as we predicted. The clock runs with 20 seconds to go, and yes, those are gone. The Eagles celebrate. I tell you,